Hi Leo, here is your ex-partner reading for the month of October 2017. This will be the row for you and this will be for your ex-partner, but like I always remind you, the energies or the messages can go vice versa, so you need to apply them for your own particular situation. This month also I'm using a card in the center that will either give further clarity here or is going to be the central issue. Now, you guys have got the Ten of Swords. It is in the reverse position, which is good. As we know, the tens are endings and completions to particular cycles. And the fact it's reversed shows those swords are now falling out. But it talks about intense pain, that Ten of Swords. It talks about really feeling as though somebody that you thought you could rely on or somebody that you thought you could trust has really let you down or stabbed you in the back. Now, this message can be for both of you or one of you, as it is the central issue here, okay? Just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to pause while I let my dog back in. Sorry, Leo, it seems she changed her mind. Now, so as I said, the Ten of Swords can be there to give a message for both of you, okay, or just one of you. Now, the first card we have is the King of Cups up here for you. It is in the reverse. So possible some of you were involved with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be one of those signs and not gender specific in these readings. If it's not the king, if it's not a water sign, then it can be here to be talking about how you are maybe feeling, okay? This king, when he's in the reverse, can be slightly vindictive and vengeful, can be prone to a codependent type relationship, but also can be very controlling, manipulative, moody and sulky. His emotions get the better of him when he's in the reverse, and it comes from a place of insecurity and vulnerability here, okay? So are you feeling insecure and very vulnerable at the moment? Or is that how your ex-partner's feeling? On their side, they've got the Ten of Wands. As I said, tens, endings, completions. The fact it's in the reverse as well, it talks about that they've had this heavy weight on their shoulders. Either too much responsibility on their shoulders or they've just felt burdened by something. When this is in the reverse, it shows that that responsibility or that burden is now going to be lifted, okay? So something's been weighing heavily on their shoulders. But we see that being lifted in the month of October. Could it be that they were the ones that were feeling this intense pain? That they were the ones that were feeling very let down and very stabbed in the back? But now we see in the month of October, we see a recovery from that. That is a possibility. Now, for you here, in terms of what you're thinking and feeling, we do have the Eight of Cups. And this is the card about walking away. It's the card about knowing that you've given everything you possibly can. You've heavily emotionally invested in this relationship, but there was still always that one cup missing. You wasn't able in this relationship to reach that point of feeling that, like with the Nine of Cups, that you've got that wish fulfillment. On their side, they've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace, as we know, is a new beginning, okay? And the swords are to do with our thoughts, our thinking, our communication. When this is in the reverse, it can be that there may be this slight fogginess within their thoughts for them. They may have a lack of clarity here and a lack of understanding. Now, it could be that they're not seeing things so clearly at the moment in terms of how they are feeling themselves, or even what the future holds for them. But it may be that they have this lack of understanding or this lack of clarity as to why you decided to walk away. Because I do feel that it's you, Leo. I'm picking up, to be honest, that it is more you, Leo, that ended this relationship than it was your ex-partner. But for some of you, that will be different, I know. But maybe for them, they felt this relationship was good. Maybe not perfect, but maybe they felt the relationship, you know, ultimately was a good relationship. But whatever, I just think there's this lack of clarity on their side as to why the relationship ended. They don't fully understand. And I think they're trying to get that clarity, and they're trying to get a better picture of what went wrong. Now, next for your outcome, we do have the Queen of Swords here. Again, it could be that some of you have been involved with an air sign, okay? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Not gender specific again. But it doesn't have to be one of those signs. The thing with the Queen of Swords, especially when she's in the reverse, she can be quite assertive. She can be quite sarcastic, and she really cuts through all the crap with that sword, with her communication. She can be quite harsh in her communication, but also she can come across as being quite cold, quite reserved. Is this how you are feeling towards your ex-partner, Leo? Have you cut them out completely? Have you cut all communication with them? Or are you communicating towards them in a very harsh and cold manner? That is a possibility. Now, on their side for the outcome, we do have the Devil card, Major Arcana in the reverse. The thing with the Devil card, we know that when it's in the upright, it is about feeling tied to something, but it's more about the perception, the way we're perceiving something. The Devil card in the reverse can sometimes talk about, look, it can talk about having freed yourself, how you've cut the ties and you freed yourself from this situation. So for some of you, it could be that your ex-partner hadn't quite let go of you and the relationship, but now, as we near the end of October with this reading, we can see that maybe that takes place. That they're finally able to cut the ties that they've still had with you. It can be a card as well that there can be a victory here over strong emotions. That yes, maybe it is them that's gone through this intense pain. Maybe it is them that's felt very weighed down by this energy of the Ten of Swords. And we may see them now starting to recover, to get victory over the strong emotions that maybe they have felt with you. Because I do feel that you, Leo, are the one that has walked away. And you've walked away because there was always this one cup missing. The relationship wasn't bad. It wasn't as if your ex-partner, you know, did bad things to you or treated you badly, or you to them. But it was like there was always something missing within this relationship. And I think both of you tried. Maybe your ex-partner didn't realize that that one cup was missing. Maybe for them, they had fulfillment. But for you, I feel there was always this one thing missing. And I think as long as you was in this relationship, you knew that you were never going to find that. It was never going to bring you the complete emotional fulfillment that you were wanting and expecting. And I think your ex-partners had a hard time, and in the month of October, certainly around the beginning, is still having a hard time being able to see that, being able to understand that. Still feeling this strong emotions towards you. But nearing the end of the month, I think they're finally going to be able to overcome those strong emotions. I don't need to clarify anymore, Leo, because as I said, I don't see the two of you coming back together again, okay? And I honestly don't feel that that's what you want. Obviously, not every Leo out there is not going to want a reconciliation. I do understand that. But this is obviously a message for those Leos that this applies to. And I don't think that you want to go back. I think you've got strong feelings for your ex-partner. But for you, you just always knew that there was this one thing missing, and you was never going to be able to find that within this relationship. So that does conclude this reading. Thank you so much for watching this video, and for all your likes, shares, and for subscribing. And I will be back with your single and couple readings. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.